Good morning, everybody. Hello, happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? I hope all of you guys are doing well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dustin, and this channel, Modern Metaphysics, is about all things occult and esoteric with a very heavy lean on the tarot. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out. It is wonderful to have you here once again. Today, we're going to do another episode of my recent roundups where I share with you all of the things that have come into my collection recently and have become a part of my life and my practice. So if you're interested in checking out some of the things that I have received in the past month, stick around. As usual, guys, yes, hat emojis in the chat. The hat is here today. It was a long night and it was a rough morning. There was no way I was dealing with my hair today. So yeah, as always, guys, all the things that I'm sharing with you, if there are links in the description box down in the doobly-doo thing down below. There's also down there, you'll find links to my social media and a link to my personal website. If you're interested in getting a tarot reading from me, that's the best place to book one. I've gotten a lot of emails recently. It's been kind of strange. A lot of people are asking me for readings via email. The best way to get a reading from me is directly from my website. I don't do like FaceTime or video call readings right now. There's a lot going on in my life behind the scenes. And I have to keep myself as available for certain reasons as I possibly can. So if you're interested in a distance reading, distance video reading, those are in the description box down there. So go check out all the stuff in the thing. You know what to do. As always, too, if you're enjoying the channel, enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button, click the subscribe button, all that fun stuff so you don't miss future stuff. Oh, I wish, Lexi. I wish. Oh, if only it was that nice. No, that is not it. But yeah, hello, good morning, everybody. Lots of people in chat. We've got Lexi and Tom and Patrick, of course, the triple trouble triad, as I like to call them. Um, and then we've got, of course, we've Cosmic in chat and Vintage Moon. Hello, good morning. Golden, good morning. Hello, how are you? There's so many people here already. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody's making Ensky, hi, happy time zones. Yeah, good morning. Hello, everybody. Take a hit of caffeine here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I've got quite a few things to share with you guys. I had a little panic moment this morning actually before I went to live stream because I couldn't find one of the things and in the stacks, and I found it. I was like, where did it go? So yeah, I've gotten quite a few things. I did want to also mention really quickly because I'm not sure if it'll make it to the next um upcoming and new releases tarot. Can someone grab that Kickstarter I posted out of the Discord? Can one of the mods grab that for the new version of the Earth Magic Tarot? So this beautiful deck, this is the Earth, sorry, not the Earth Magic Tarot, the Earth Tarot. This deck was a very, very limited edition. I think it was only like 150 copies from an artist who I follow on Instagram. Wonderful artwork. But he's partnered with someone here in the United States to help him do a Kickstarter for this deck. And it is live up on the Kickstarters, and you can back it. It's the same artwork. It's going to be slightly different cardstock. From my understanding, this cardstock's really lovely. It's like it's a cardstock that I've never really experienced before, but it's gorgeous and I love it. So if you're interested in this, go check out that Kickstarter and back them, because the artist is amazing, and the deck is wonderful and I really love it. I just wanted to give it a shout out, give it some screen time. Is someone grabbing that? Are all my mods like making coffee right now? That's okay. I will grab it. Let's find it. Where did I put that? Here it is. It is now called the DAWAG Overgrown Tarot. That's going to be the new name. Put this in chat. It's in upcoming and new releases suggestions. What you talking about? It's in the right thread. It's right there. I got it. It's okay. No worries. So yeah, go check that one out. I don't know if it's going to be up for the next round of upcoming and new releases, because it's under 25 days now. It might just make it, but I wanted to signal boost it earlier than that. It's a beautiful deck. Artwork's exquisite. It's all up there for you to check out. Go check it out. The link is in chat, and I will the link is actually not in the description box. I will add it later. So if you're watching this on replay, it should be down there. So yeah. Okay. So there is that. Yeah, they decided to change the name. I don't know why. I think maybe because of Daniel Martin Diaz's Earth Magic Tarot. They probably wanted to create some distance, which makes sense because this is the Earth Tarot and his was the Earth Magic Tarot, you know? So having a little bit more brand identity is probably a good thing. But it's a beautiful deck. I love it. Okay. So I got quite a few things in the last month or so. The first being a Kickstarter, which seemed really fast for this one, but it was the set of Tales and Legends books from Kokorina, which, as you can see, they are just as gorgeous and beautiful as all of their other products. I love this company and this creator. They make really amazing stuff. And look at these end papers, you guys. Marbled end papers. Oh. So this was a set of 3 books. You have Moon, Sun, and Stars, Witches, which is this one, a red book. Look at the spine on that. And this one has, put up, red and black marbled end papers. And then you have Samhain Night. They're foiled. And this one has like a slightly different end paper. So they're really beautifully constructed books. These 3, let's take a closer look, shall we? We'll zoom in here. Okay. So I got like dust on them. So in these, they're basically like collected works of stuff that's out of copyright, and different stories. And this one's about like Samhain and Halloween folklore and legends, and there's Victorian ghost stories in here, which is really fun. So you can see, oops, I'm not even in there. You can see some of the stuff that's included. And as you can see, they're beautifully smith sewn, really lovely paper, beautifully typeset, really cool books. I've read a couple of the little short stories in here. They're super fun. Loving them. Really, really well made. And you can still get these, by the way. This was a Kickstarter, but it is available directly now on Kokorina. So the link in the description box will take you right to these. Um, but you can still pick them up. So yeah, and then the witches one obviously is tales and legends all around witches and witchcraft. And so you can see all of the different stories and stuff like that in here. And they're, yeah, again, same kind of design. The paper on these is really nice and they're really affordable. There's some cool illustrations in them as well. And then of course you have Moon, Sun, and Stars, Tales and Legends. So yeah, beautiful stuff. I love these pages. They're so gorgeously designed. Very thoughtful. Really cool collection of, old works, and you have some cool illustrations and stuff like that. So if you have not checked these out, go check them out. I'm really impressed by them. And the cool thing about these two is they're not like front to back kind of reading experiences, because they are a collection of different works and short stories and things like that. You can just grab one if you've got like some extra time. Like I had to go wait somewhere for a family member to have a doctor's appointment basically. And so I brought one of these with, and I read a couple of the little short stories while I was waiting. And they're wonderful. So beautiful, and they look great on a shelf. Look at this, right? Isn't that beautiful? They're gorgeous. So yeah, very impressed, very happy by it. And they're cloth bound, by the way. They are cloth bound books in, like, I don't know what this, it's like a sateen kind of cloth. I don't know how to quite describe it, but it's really nice. It's really nice. So yes, very luxe, as Lexi just said. Okay, so there's those. Set these out of the way over here, so that, because they take up some room, and they're pretty big too, actually. Um, but yeah. Okay. So, the first thing I wanted to share with you guys, tarot wise, that's it for books, by the way. I did not get a ton of books last month. Um, my reading list is already starting to back up and pile up again, so I'm like trying to tap the brakes on book purchases. But the first thing I wanted to share with you guys here is, let me see if I can adjust this a little bit so that you guys don't have that bright. There we go. Um, that dappled light. So this is the Mindscapes Tarot. Um, this was a Kickstarter for a majors only portion of the deck, and I was really excited when I saw when he said that he was going to be completing the deck, because this entire deck was created using oil pastel, which is one of my absolute favorite artistic mediums to work in. Like, I love oil pastels. So I was really excited. You guys know me. I'm not a huge, what's the word? I'm not a big, like, um, majors only person, right? So hold on a sec. My camera's doing something weird here. What is going on? There we go. Okay. It was like going out of focus for some reason. All right. Um, I'm not a big majors only person, so I didn't spring for the Kickstarter version of the deck. So I can't speak to the cardstock or anything like that comparatively. But this is the full version now that is mass market. So there's a couple extra um major cards, as you can see. But the major arcana is absolutely stunning and beautiful. They are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm quite surprised because these pieces, he did them in a larger format, and they actually like came like shrunk down, and um you can still see a lot of the detail, which I was surprised by. But they're really, really, really beautiful. I love the majors in this deck. Everything is basically a landscape, by the way. So this is a landscape deck. I love this like like Hawaiian island volcano situation for temperance, of like the volcano going into the ocean and creating new land, which then means new life. And yeah, love that. This is a beautiful card for the Devil of the City. Tower. Beautiful, beautiful majors. The minors, on the other hand, I they're fine. But they definitely don't have the same level of attention or detail to them that the majors had. And who knows what the situation was in terms of getting this mass market published. It feels to me like maybe things were rushed a little bit in order to get this to mass market and to have the deck completed. But each of the suits is now like a aspect, like an elemental aspect. So you have branches, tides, obviously are cups, branches are wands. There's that 10 of cups. And then you have spires, which are like mountains, which are swords, and then stones, which are pentacles. So, and the stones particularly feel the least, I don't know, creative. It's just like a city that evolves. Um, it's a beautiful deck, and there's been a lot of open kind of criticism about the minors on social media, which I definitely can understand now. But yeah, the minors just, they don't match for me. I don't know. So this is kind of one of those situations, and I wanted to highlight this because when it comes to like curating my collection, right? If it's there's things I look for when I get a new deck. Is it an object of beauty? Is it a work of art, right? Yes. Is it going to teach me something? Yeah, there's some really interesting perspectives and takes on the tarot in this that I really like. That temperance card is one of them. I really love that temperance card. Am I going to use it? Right? Um, yeah, I'll probably use it. Is it going to be something I reach for often? Maybe not. The Majestic Earth Tarot is probably my go-to like landscape tarot. Um, so I don't know. This one might sit in kind of a purgatory state for a little while I decide on what to do with it. Um, but yeah, it's really gorgeous. It's really, 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 really gorgeous. Um, I just wish the miners had more detail and that they were more thoughtful, I guess. That's my only criticism. Um, but yeah. So that's the Mindscapes Tarot. It is, oh, these are the backs, by the way. The cardstock's okay. Um, it's not amazing. It's pretty standard cardstock. I mean, this is I can't remember who published this now. I want to say it's Hay House. Yeah, it's Hay House. So it's pretty standard Hay House um, cardstock. Nothing crazy there. The guidebook is interesting. There's a lot of like correspondences and stuff in the guidebook. Um, I haven't spent a lot of time with it, so maybe the guidebook will adjust my perspective on things. But that is my kind of initial reaction to this. So, Majestic Earth? Is that what you're thinking about in chat there? Yeah, I love Majestic Earth. That's one of my go-to kind of um landscape decks. This is beautiful, and I love it because it's oil pastel, and I love oil pastels. But yeah, I don't know. I wish the minors were more, if that makes sense. So that's the Mindscapes Tarot by John Rice. Okay, so there's that. Next up, we have a new deck in the Anima Antiqua series, which, if you've been around the channel for more than 5 minutes, I'm sure you all know I love me some historical tarot. I eat it up. The Lo Scarabeo Anima Antiqua series is something that I have supported since the beginning. I get every I've gotten every deck now that has released. These are limited edition. They're quite large editions, so they're usually around 2,000 decks. But they do limit them, and they are numbered, and they are gorgeous. You get a little guidebook as well as like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, certificate of authenticity to go with them. And this one just came in, and it's still in plastic. So we're gonna unwrap it, check it out together. So, and I love the boxes that they do these in. But the Gassmann's a really lovely tarot. I have a couple different versions of it, but I love it. Look at that strength card. I love that strength card. There's something about the way the lion is illustrated in this deck that I love. I love, love, love. And the hangman. I love his little cheeks. A little ibis bird. Got a little booty action going on here. I call this the booty judgment card because of that. And then, of course, the minors are beautiful. Your cups. The courts are great too. I will say the courts in this deck always make me laugh because the horses are so disproportionate. Like they're disproportionate in most ancient French and ancient Italian decks, really old decks and things like that. But they feel even more disproportionate in this deck, and it's almost comical, um, which I love. It's a quirky deck. That's the thing I like about the Gassmann is it's very quirky. One day I want to go through and I'll do like a mini collection video of all of my uh Anima Antiqua decks. Oh my goodness, I didn't switch the camera back. I am so sorry, you guys. Okay, let's we'll quickly go through again so you guys can see. What was it? I pointed out a few things, right? Hermit's great. There's the lion from Strength. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for calling me out on my camera fumble there. So the lion, that one's great. Here's the hangman that I love. I love the hangman in this deck. He's got like look at his little face there. I don't know if the camera wants to focus on it or not. He's got a great little face. And then there's our little ibis in the star card. Babies. There's the booty judgment. Isn't he fun? And then here's our minors that I was talking about. So cups, and then yeah, the disproportionate figure to rider for the knights. So they just make me laugh. that good old time delay with live streams, right? There's the see, there's another one. Her eyes always I always feel like she has a black eye. So really, really beautiful. That giant wand. I love the coloration in this deck. His little horse's face is so funny. It's so quirky. So yeah, that is the Gassmann Tarot. I have a couple versions of this. Someday, like I said, I want to go through and do like a little mini collection video of all of the Anima Antiqua decks that I have. And then maybe one day it would be fun too, because a lot of the decks that are in this series, there are other versions of the same decks from different creators. And it would be cool to like do side by sides. So wonderful deck. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I hate that feeling. Okay, so there's that. Next up, we have the Earth Magic Tarot Color Edition. I showed this off in the last live stream, because it had just come out and I had just gotten it. And so I kind of shared the news that this is available now. But it is absolutely stunning. Where did my let me open this really quick here. There we go. So beautiful deck. I love the original, but I will say, like, if this like if he released both of them at the same time, I would be perfectly happy with just this. Um it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that strength card. I love this hermit. This I think will rapidly I liked using the Earth Magic Tarot, but I will say that like it was one of those decks I didn't reach for as often, probably because it was black and white, and color for me plays a huge importance in my life. And so this now just bumped it up like exponentially. Look at that judgment card. Oh, it's beautiful. World. And it's kind of a mix between um Marseille and Rider-Waite-Smith in terms of its presentation in the minors. With a lot of alchemy, obviously. So it's amazing. Cardstock's great. It's that amazing, beautiful linen cardstock that we see in like the Usi decks and such. It's beautiful. I love this deck. Oh my gosh, the King of Wands is so good. Look at him. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love that four. So yeah, Earth Magic Tarot, you guys. Oh, if you don't have this one, go get it. Go forth, and it shuffles like a dream. It's just Daniel Martin Diaz's works are so good. His new Oracle deck is amazing. And I have a feeling this is going to become one of those decks that just doesn't leave my table because the aesthetic, the quality, the symbolism, it's all there. It's all on point. I have no complaints for this deck. It's amazing. It is amazing. So that is the Earth Magic Tarot. I always the curse of tarot decks for me is that I will inevitably shuffle these cards into the deck. And it drives me nuts. So whenever I like so for those of you who maybe don't know, 78 cards, right? That's a tarot deck. And typically when you are printing tarot cards, they print them on large sheets and then they cut the sheets. And so you typically have two extra like cards in a deck because of those like extra spots on the sheet. And so what I usually do so that I catch it is when I put these back in the box is I will flip them so that the outside is facing the same way, right? So that if I do happen to shuffle them in and I'm looking at the deck, I can just see them immediately, and know that I made a oopsie. That's how I deal with that. So that is that. Then we have this beautiful deck, another historical tarot deck from Los Gerberos. This one, I just realized I forgot to put in the description. So let me fix that really quick. Uh, where is it? Here. This is the Napoleonic Tarot, for those that are wondering. And then I will put... What did I do here? There we go. Edit. Earth Magic Tarot. Um, Napoleonic Tarot. Save. There we go. I'll throw this in chat real quick for you guys. There's that one. Okay. So Il Meneghello is a card maker from Italy whose daughter now, from my understanding, pretty much runs the business. And all of these decks are handmade, which are amazing. You get this little note in them, which I love and adore. So you get like a little blurb about the deck on a sheet of paper. And then you get this little note in all of their decks that says this item is handmade in Italy. Any imperfections or variations are due to its workmanship and are not to be considered as defects. So love it. And then you always get a little certificate of authenticity. So he does a lot of they do a lot of different imprints of their decks. There's a lot of different kind of editions and stuff like that. But each kind of time they do a print, they'll change the design of this card, and then you can see which number you have, and they hand number them. And then as you can see, the cards are cut by hand, so they're not perfect. As you can see here, there's some funky things going on, but they're beautiful reproductions of historical decks. And this one is quite the. Let me make sure the camera here is focusing on the right stuff. There we go. But yeah, gorgeous stuff. I love Il Meneghello's work. I have quite the collection of all of his stuff. The La Corte dei Tarocchi, which is not a historical deck, by the way. I've seen Some creators referring to this as a historical deck. It's not a historical deck. It is a modern deck done in a historical way. But this one is a historical deck. This one's from 1809. Um, it's a beautiful deck, and as you can see, it's small in size. Do I have like a normal tarot card handy that I can compare with? Yeah, the Tempest Tarot right here. So like standard tarot size for comparison. It's a little deck. Yeah, El Meneghello's Solabusca is gorgeous. So all of his decks are done on this really lovely papery cardstock, which I really love. Look at that death card. Can I zoom in? Am I fully zoomed in? I am. Okay. Let's see if we can get just a little bit closer. The figures in this always, it kind of has that overly muscular stylization that was popular during that time. Always makes me laugh. So you have your wands, which are very brown. The court cards are always interesting in this because they have that very kind of Napoleonic attire going on, obviously, being the Napoleonic Tarot. Love this sword. And then our cups, which are gorgeous. Quickly go through those. Really beautiful historical deck. Love it to death. Very, very excited to finally have this one in my collection. So yeah. The pointy corners. Corner rounding wasn't a thing that came into cards for, I think it wasn't until like the 80s or the 90s. But yeah. I love the pointy corners. Personally, that's me. But yeah, El Meneghello's Tarocco Neopolonico. The Napoleonic Tarot. 1809. Beautiful stuff. And I love his boxes. They put a actual card and you get a little wax seal on them. As you can see. Love it. So gorgeous deck. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, finally arrived is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. This has to be, I am not exaggerating, one of the most beautiful decks in my collection now. When this came in, it was a whole moment. It was a whole experience. Like, you guys, it's very rare that tarot like moves me emotionally. This one moved me emotionally. Like this, yeah, instant masterpiece. I totally agree. Um I genuinely hope that the creator of this deck continues to produce this deck, because if this becomes the limited run that it was, oh my goodness, it is going to rapidly become one of those like crazy overpriced decks on the secondhand market. Because it's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. And like I got all kinds of extra goodies. So like I have these beautiful bookmarks. You get a nice little note. There's a little tote bag. A little toady. We all know I love me a tote bag. And then there are some prints. So I backed at a tier which gave me one of these beautiful handmade prints, which I'm going to have framed. Absolutely gorgeous. And then there's also these prints, which I'm also going to have framed. The Fool, the Moon, the Star, and the other moon, the alternate moon. They're gorgeous. So those will be printed. They will be framed and hung on the wall for daily enjoyment. So this deck was created in the sort of classical tarot way. It does come in a tuck box, which is not always my favorite. That's okay. And it's printed on papery cardstock. It reminded me so much of Il Meneghello decks. So it's only 1,000 copies. But look at this deck, you guys. I mean, this is genuinely one of the most beautiful decks I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh, goodness. I did it again. We'll go back. Start again. My button is not working today. I got to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, it's gorgeous. The cardstock is like papery. It's like papery. Tom, who's gonna tell him? I caught it. I caught it myself. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you're running on like 4 hours of sleep, caffeine, and hopes and dreams. I mean, look at this deck, you guys. I just think it's one of the most beautiful decks I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just gorgeous. It like each card is a masterpiece in and of its own right. It's printed on the most beautiful cardstock ever. Look at that wheel. Oh, I mean, come on, guys. Right? I just every time I look at this deck, I don't have words because it's just so beautiful. And the miners too. Look at these miners. They're gorgeous too. Again, very traditional pip style miners. I feel like if I was ever actually going to do a tarot deck, I'd probably do something like this, along the lines of like creating my own version, but it would probably be like a blend. It'd be maybe almost a little bit more like Pagan Otherworlds, where there were some like elements of like scenery and stuff in it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Courts are amazing. The backs. When we talk about the backs, look at these backs. It's just, and these are bigger than standard tarot size. Um, so just be aware of that. Love her. Oh, it's so beautiful. That ace is, look at that ace. Even just the sleeve, the detail on the sleeve. It's just amazing, isn't it? Who else in chat got this? Shout out in chat if you got this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that too. I will say, so when I got the shipping notice for mine, I think it was only like 4 or 5 days until it got to me. Like it got here really, really fast. It's amazing. Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at that beard. So gorgeous. So yeah, hands down, probably one of the most beautiful decks in my collection now. And yeah, oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So happy about it. And that, my friends, is all the goodies I got the past month. And we made it on time. An hour, literally an hour, which is crazy. I always feel like I'm rushing. Um, but I also don't want to keep you guys here for like 4 hours. Hot take you'll take. Really? That is quite the hot take. I don't know if, oh man. Yeah. Oh man. That deck is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions for me or anything like that? I will say, like, having the Matronua deck in like a smaller size would be great because those cards are they're quite large. Um, and again, I really genuinely hope the creator at least keeps printing that deck and like maybe partners with like a fulfillment why can't I say that word, fulfillment center um to help fulfill them, because I know that's eating up a lot of their time. And I think she made a post about wanting to go back to just painting and stuff like that. So yeah, just side shuffle. I do, yeah. I side shuffle all the time. Like that's kind of like my go-to with bigger decks, like this Oracle deck, which I love. The Wisdom of the Sacred Oracle. This deck, but it's a chunker, right? And so anytime I go to shuffle, I always just side shuffle like this, or I do this. I split it in the middle and then I riffle it that way because I am a riffle enjoyer. So love this deck, by the way. This deck is amazing. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. Yeah, I can understand that in terms of like the size of the cards. I can definitely understand that. I don't care what she does as long as it stays around in a capacity that's more than just the original thing. Even if it like go mass market. If like Los Scarabeo is knocking at your door, just sign the contract. The Greenwood available after Kickstarter. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Did you miss it, Patrick? Did you miss the Greenwood? Born with piano fingers. Same. Don't mind a large deck. Yeah, I do know with the Matronua there were some extra copies that they would put up for sale. But I'm sure once those are gone, that's going to be it for a little while. I'm just catching up on chat here, making sure I'm not missing anything. So, anything else? Any decks that anyone got in recently that they're super excited for? Super hyped about? Anyone else get some cool Kickstarters or anything in? Or books for that matter. Which also, by the way, speaking of Kokorina, um, they did put up for pre-order the new planner for 2026, which is beautiful. It's really gorgeous. Um, it's it's like Victorian flower language themed, I guess would be the best way to like um describe it. So it's really cool. We're gonna check it out on the upcoming and new releases next month. But yeah, it's really beautiful. So we'll go check that out. Aphorisms on astrology and magic. Yep, mine's on its way. I got the shipping notification. I need to check on where that is. Hopefully it's not making like some weird trips around the world or something. But I did get my shipping notification on that. What did you get from Make Playing Cards, Lexi? I don't remember. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really beautiful. You'll know when it shows up. Okay, keep your secrets. Keep your secrets. 5 cent tarot gown, and she has a round oracle. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen that. 5 cent tarot. Let's see here. Um, the 2 penny oracle, is that what? Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Okay. Yeah, I haven't used my 5 cent in some time. It's been a while. Yeah, I have a few Kickstarter decks I'm waiting on. All right, friends. Well, I'm gonna wrap things up and get me something to eat because I am literally running on coffee and fumes at this point. But I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me today and checking out all of the stuff that has come and made its way into my collection. As always, a big shout out to all of our channel members. So, Scholar Metaphysicate is our channel membership program where you get access to some cool perks like our Discord server, monthly Taroscope readings, tarot spreads that correspond to the astrological and lunar cycles designed by yours truly, all that fun stuff. You can check it out by clicking the join button or the Scala Metaphysica link button in the description box down below. No live stream next Sunday or the following Sunday. So August is one of those weird months where we have an extra Sunday in the month. And I kind of always take that as like my live stream day off. just so I have a Sunday every once in a while to myself. So no live stream for the next couple weeks, but I do have a couple of things planned for you guys. Study hall people, study hall will be on the 31st, and we are going to wrap things up. So get ready for that, and then we will do a vote on what people want to do for the next study hall. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I appreciate all of you guys so very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday afternoon. And as always, guys, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. And never forget that everyone out there is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind, always. We'll see you guys back around YouTube, okay? Bye, everybody.